we don't allow politicians to speak here because politicians have destroyed our country. Politicians have polluted our society. And you have requested me, you said you have something very important you want to say. And I listened to you because you voted no during when the finance bill came to the house of the floor of the parliament. Can you speak, Peter?
Asante. Kwanza, let me just begin by saying thanks for the platform that you have created. Indeed, when I just started listening from the word go, when you gave your remarks, I was so much impressed because you touched somewhere whereby there is a mess. You know, we have been just trying to talk, but there is a place that where Amerix you touched so deep. And this is the where we need now to go. And this is the time. Because number one, all these problems that we are facing, it is because of we have lacked a parliament that is vibrant, a parliament that can hold executive uh, um, on, uh, on serious oversight. Because when the constitution was made, maybe I'm not good a historian, but you're all aware that we have three arms of government, and each arm has its own roles. And I remember when we met with the president as young parliamentarian, he told us that the young leaders when young parliamentarians some time back, that we should legislate. Our work is to legislate. But so surprisingly, you find like if there is a controversial bill that has to go through, you will find like the members you meet with, like you remember last time we had people like Narama, they had made a deliberation position that I'm going to vote no. But the moment these guys they are called in the parliament, in the state house, when they come back from the state house, everything has changed. And that is why there is a point where you say that we need a referendum, a constitutional referendum, whereby we can separate the presidency. We cannot have a parliament that is an extended hand of an executive. Recently, you saw what just happened as a procedure of the House. We never have, we're not used to have, we always have the House business. Tuesday afternoon, then Wednesday from morning to evening, and then Thursday from 2 onwards. But if we want to have a sitting on Thursday morning, there is always a mover, and then we deliberate, and then we agree that the House is going to sit the following day. But it was very unprocedural that even most of us we were not aware that we are going to have a sitting on that particular Thursday morning. But just because somebody has received instruction from the State House that we need to get the issue of the military, that now they have to pass it in the House whether the opposition are there. So in the morning around 3, around 2, around 8 is when they are sending us message that we need to be in the House when they have already themselves have been mobilized. There's this issue also they come up with, that the executive can even spend money, some money without the approval of the House that is outside the budget, and just because they receive the instruction from another arm. There is another one that the government can go ahead and borrow money even without there's a figure, without even notifying external borrowing, without notifying even the parliament. So you note that there is a problem, and this problem must be sorted out. There is no independence in the parliament, and that is why I just asked Amerix to request me to come in so that I can also explore, because we are there, like with the first time MP. Sometimes you will ask yourself, why are we not even be able to not to speak in the House? There are those, like there's one who say that there are those who they have stayed there, so they call them. That's why he told when I was going that I cannot be monopolized here. I cannot be molested, whatever. And then I come here again because there are those who call themselves veterans. So you have a burning issue, but to get a point to speak, and then it becomes another hell. And then there is this what you call the patronage of the parties, like parties, and that is where now we have to converse. That is where we have to speak about. Why is it that these members of parliament, like the opposition, this is not about only the government side, but even on the opposition. Even me, at one point, I was removed on from a departmental committee just because of, I don't know. Even I don't understand. And you ask myself, why did you? But it's because of some politics that was just happening. And then you also realize that even those who are in the Kenya Kwanza, they'll be told that you have to follow this direction. If not, you're going to be removed from the committees. So that is where we need also to have a conversation. Who gives the powers to nominate members into specific committees? And I want to also thank the LSK. And I was so much worried. I remember even I told I was worried if Faith Adhiambo will accept Odhiambo will accept the welcome to full Kenyans that they are trying to look at an inquiry commission to look at the issue to do with the debt position of this country. And I want to tell you that there is a report that was done, and this report was done by there is a committee that is there. It's a select committee called the Public Debt Committee that is mandated to look at the debts of a country. So when I heard about the president talking about that, he's forming an inquiry commission when I've never heard about. Yes.
Go on.
Yes. When I heard about him saying that he has formed an inquiry commission to go and look at this, that when we already have a report that implicated that the Eurobond money never came into this country, and people were paid, by the way, were paid. And so, again, what is really, that's why for those who have heard me speaking even on public rallies in public, I ask myself a question. I'm not a good historian, but in 2013, I wasn't so much into politics. I was still in school. And I used to hear people like Thuge, were the Kamau Thuge were the PS of the finance by that time, very powerful PS. We had people like Narotich were there, Henry Rotich were the CS of finance. We had people like Njuguna Ndungu, who was the central governor of the central bank. And so the same people, when the money from the Eurobond got lost, are the same people that have been rewarded these jobs as the economic advisors. They are the same people that now they are holding bigger positions in terms of holding the finances of this country. You ask yourself, there is what you call the Auditor General, and we also have the board of that governs the central bank of Kenya. Ask yourself, who is auditing the central bank? And that is being run by few people, but now the auditor cannot even audit the central bank, and yet that is the work. So those are the things that I think as the highlights of this, because this nation lies in your hands, and I'm happy that you have studied the dynamics of the politics of this country. That if we come and raise one person, say that this is our leader, then this person is going to suffer, will be under intimidation, will be bribing, will be all sorts of manner of, so that to make sure that the movement dies at a go. So when you and that is why I want all of you to remain with that slogan. And I'm happy that most of the members, you are mark timing each member. And I'm happy when Boniface Menguwen was trying to do, you are able to bring him on board and tells him this is the direction that we want. I've heard about people like Robert Alai, being called on order You have to make a position. You don't need to have someone to come and discourage the people, because these people, they're and again, you remember the last Finance Act of the Finance Bill, or the Finance Act of 2023. In the House, there is what you call the Business House Committee. The Business House Committee is the one that is mandated to give members on the business that are going to come into the House to be discussed. It is so much unfortunate that even it is unpredictable. If someone wants to pin you down, they will tell you that we are going to vote. Like last time, we have not been notified. Like, we knew voting is going to be next week, but our leader, who is there, has not communicated to us, telling us that now there's going to be voting on this particular time and day and time, so that don't go away. So you just find at the moment the voting starts, and that is why finally in 2023 Finance Act, most of the people were in the House, but they never voted, because walikuja wanafunga mlango, and that is it. So I just wanted to highlight those issues, so that at least it can also give you direction as you. But this is the time for you to call upon the referendum and fix some of the things that you are seeing. Because look at the last thing that I just want to tell you, and I'm happy that this is the thing. I'm in the Committee of Agriculture. When I'm in this Committee of Agriculture, we were mandated to have a report, and we worked in all the cereals board in this country, trying to look at the facts that whether there was on the issues of the fertilizer. And indeed, the report that we came up with, that there was a mess. The soil that was being sold to the Kenyans, the issue of the scandal of fertilizer. So when we brought this report on the parliament, they just put it that side. No one used it. And then these people are working scot-free. So thank you so much for bringing on board.
Thank you very much. But I want to put it to you that the entire nation is so disappointed with the House. The entire nation is so angry with the parliament. And the only thing the nation wants right now is that parliament should be recalled, the whole of it. That parliament is a mess. Because from what you've told us, it's like parliament is now like business. It's like a market. You know, the person, the one you can buy is the one that will pass those bills. So we want that parliament to go home. It should be dissolved, all of it. We don't want it. And if they continue staying there, these young men will come back for them, and they will now remove them forcefully from those seats. So go and tell your members or your colleagues that we are so disappointed. We do not want anything to do with them. Degwanjiru. Habari yako.
Thank you very much.